Lance Sommerfeld, that other guy. I can see his face, but I can't see him. He had really soft hands. They're a huge group in New York. So all the media goes to them.
He had really soft hands.
He did. Matt Schneider.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you shook hands with him.
Matt Soft Hands Schneider. Soft Touch Schneider is what they call him. It's we're at a standstill now. There's no more that can be said.
I'm still thinking about the soft hands. Just cut into it somehow. I don't know.
And I'm done.
Soft hands, dude. Just abruptly cuts. Like that's the end of the show. Just fade out.
Just roll credits.
Brian Ferguson lighting. Brian Ferguson audio.
I'm no longer mad at my wife when she says that we're wasting our time doing this. Is fucking Daddy Sasquatch still in the chat? Did he leave us too?
This show is so stupid.
Hi, I'm Zach Rosenberg.
And I'm Brian Ferguson. 8-Bit Dad is the modern parent source for real fatherly opinions, which is updated more or less daily. In this week's show, we feature awesome stories written by other fathers around the internet. Where do we find those stories?
Well, personally, I find them on the internet.
That's where they happen.
Just lying on top of the internet.
Yes.
We are part of a dad bloggers group, appropriately named Dad Bloggers.
So, not just a clever name.
And you can find that on Facebook at facebook.com/dadbloggers. And we're part of the secret internal group. And if you too are a dad blogger, you can join us. Facebook.com/groups/dadbloggers.
Yes.
So
yes, we haven't.
It's over 200 guys in that group now.
Yeah, 225 or something. That's a lot of man. We haven't done a show in a while. I actually still have to get our show from 2 weeks ago up this week. So there's that. We've had a lot of...
We do it like in black and white?
We could, like the old time show.
The old time show.
We got sick and now...
The whole world has been sick.
Man.
Like with multiple things.
It's been rough.
Really.
My wife's pregnant. We're due with ours.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
We're doing May.
Oh.
You already knew about that, but
but she's just letting herself go.
Well, no, she's actually creating life inside of this area.
Well, she gets a hall pass.
Yeah. So she's gotten sick twice, and that's been really rough. Just having her to go through this whole flu thing and being pregnant is just a bummer.
Yeah.
So we kind of had to take the couple of weekends off here and there to
for sure
spend time dealing with the families.
And I gotta say, getting that text like Sunday morning before my alarm goes off saying that like the show's not happening.
It's like school like being canceled. It's like a snow day.
Snow day, which we know nothing about in California.
No, we do that one time.
I usually I'm up until 3 a.m. like the night before playing Call of Duty. So when I get that text, I do the reaching on my bedside table for the phone. I look over, put it right to my nose, and I'm like, no show today. Yes. I put my phone down, and then my kid gets up.
I think we're kind of past.
Go to the other room.
We're past the whole sickness thing, so I think we're on track for weekends now.
So expect more.
Expect more.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, what do we got for this week?
Well, I'm terrified. This week, these last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Let's say
last 2 weeks.
There was a lot of brand stuff with dads going on.
Yeah.
We really haven't covered that much. I don't know what's been up with us.
Like the brand thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of dad commercials on TV. I've been writing them all down, but a lot of them are actually all right.
Yeah, they're okay.
Maybe brands are getting it. But there's a couple that haven't been.
There's a few that haven't.
And so a couple of the guys in the Dad Bloggers group have brought up issues. We thought we'd go through a couple of them with you.
Yeah, let's do it.
So the first one was Oren Miller, blogger and a father and a blogger.
Blogger father.
He has talked about Amazon Mom a couple times on his website.
A lot of times.
A lot of times.
You may remember me from such films as Amazon Mom sucks.
And go home, Amazon Mom.
I think that was the mail, actually.
Oh.
No, wait, no, we don't get mail on Sundays.
Okay.
Did you hear they're going to stop mail on Saturdays?
I did.
Raise the 1 cent on the, and then Saturday.
But you know what's not going to stop on Saturdays? Amazon Mom deliveries. Bring it back around. So Oren was talking about Amazon Mom, and I think the main point of this, I mean, I don't want to boil it down. You can check it out on his website, bloggerfather.com. But he wrote an article called "Why You Should Sign the Amazon Mom Petition." That petition basically just says, "Why are you calling it Amazon Mom? You should be calling it Amazon Family or Amazon Parent."
And it's just a one-word thing. I mean,
it really is.
Really easy change.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they have branded in this.
Well, what's funny is like all these emails. I'm having an allergy attack again.
It's fine.
So I'm not crying over it. But Amazon sends you these emails that start with like, "Dear Amazon customer," which is great. And then like afterwards it's like, "As a busy mom, you know that blah, 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 blah."
And if you're getting that as a father or, a dude and you're like...
Well, and they recently...
That's how I respond to emails.
They recently, a couple months ago, sent out a survey to like see what their customers are up to or something, and some of it was saying like they were asking for gender and age group and household income and things like that, so they know what the gender is of the people that are in Amazon Mom. So you'd think they'd say, "Oh, we've got some dads here," and it's probably a big percentage because a lot of these guys in this dad bloggers group said that they were part of it.
Well, it's probably a big percentage to us.
It's a big percentage, yeah, of 200 guys.
I don't know. I mean,
oh God, here we go again. Just do the show without me.
I got cats. Yes. Make this happen.
Jesus. So Amazon Mom's great. I mean, not great.
It kind of sucks.
Oh God. Okay, so.
And he's like, again, the yoga class. Like, they're really trying to specifically brand these emails to like, "Hey, you're a mom, you must do yoga."
There's a cat walking by, you but
what the?
Oh, this show is just great.
Isn't it great every week?
It's great every week.
This is why we don't like doing these things.
This is why we should quit. Oh God, my face. Anyway, Amazon Mom, if I could just power through this, in England or the UK, if we want to take Ireland and Scotland into consideration, is called Amazon Family. So they've already got the graphics in place. And what is wrong with you? What's wrong with me? I hate us.
We are the worst.
So they're called Amazon Family in the UK. So clearly someone gets it. But it's funny, like if you read the news stories out of England, they have the same kinds of like father struggles in England as they do stateside. So it's funny to like think that they have the same kind of like weird like dad issues, but that they still have a program that's named more like equally.
I mean, do they have a different PR department in the UK or something? Or
I'm sure they've got something regional. I'm just not going to make it through the show.
No.
So that was a.
There's that one.
There's that. That's kind of been ongoing.
Then Crayola had something.
Yeah, more recently. There's the Toy Fair that just happened in New York, and the Rock father James Zahn had gone to the Toy Fair, and he had received a bunch of press releases from all the toy companies, but Crayola was one of the ones that he was looking at because they had just addressed moms in their stuff, which is funny because crayons of anything out there should be the most like gender neutral thing. It's not like a dollhouse. It's not a car. It's not a set of Legos.
Well, I've seen crayons where they're like all shades of pink for girls.
Oh yeah.
Like where you have like, I don't know, what is it, like 16 or 32 crayons that have
all.
It's like all different shades of pink or something like that. So I mean, they do sort of
like what do you draw with that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Can you draw me a coffin?
But James brings up, an issue that we're kind of, we have been involved with. Just like being dad bloggers and having, these, like an eye for these sort of advertisers not mentioning or not acknowledging dads. Mm-hmm. And he says, some dad bloggers, he knows some that have been overly sensitive at times. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's mentioning Oren or not, but it's fair enough.
Oren puts himself out there.
Yeah, but he's like...
That's why I love him.
But James is like, he admits to like being... having the stance like, oh, come on, dude. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, it's like that. There really are like two groups of dad bloggers. Well, there's three because there's guys. There's a
tier situation.
There's guys that see things and immediately get like worked up over it. I'm probably in that group. I like to just I don't get worked up. I just look at stuff and I go, and then there's the guys that are on the other end that are always like, who cares? Just be a good father, and that's all that you need. Which, there's a big argument on that one, but...
Yeah, they're from the 1940s, apparently.
They're from New Jersey in the 40s. But James also, he mentions here... Okay, so here's the quote.
Yeah.
Here's the quote from their Crayola thing. Seriously. My first Crayola art products, which is the brand, lets moms introduce their children to art activities in an early age to nurture development of important skills, including confidence and independence. Now, I'm wondering if they're really trying to nail home, like, the whole confidence and independence thing those are big buzzwords when they talk about, like, female education and girls in school. They're always saying, like, the reason girls fall behind in certain categories is because they don't have confidence and they don't have independence and stuff like that. Like, I don't know if I just said something completely incorrect, but it seems like those are buzzwords. Like, they really are going after moms. Like, they thought about moms. It wasn't just like they could have just said parents. You
think they're trying to like go back to when they were a child and had those sort of issues?
I think they're trying to touch on the idea that girls always suffer from these confidence problems in class, and that's why they don't speak up as much, and that's why they're not so-and-so and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. But James wants to know, why not just say, my first Crayola art products let parents introduce their children to art activities in an early age?
I don't understand. I mean, here's the thing. I don't understand why... Okay. Changing a word. How is that going to, like, enrage moms?
Well, and I think the issue is that it won't enrage moms so much as...
Make it more personal to them?
It'll make it less personal to them if it's parents. Maybe. I mean, I think that...
Have they done research on this? Because I'd like to see the... focus group or something.
Well, and research is so weird when it comes to these kinds of surveys, because just person to person, you find a whole different opinion. Obviously, with these 200 guys in the group, you can't get a real consensus, except for that you need some soldiers and you need some citizens. You have to have some people that fight for it, and you have some people that kind of just sit back and say, enjoy the fight, we'll just parent. But, I think they've probably found that if they address mothers specifically, then mothers react. Whereas if you address fathers, you don't necessarily get that return on the investment. So I think they've found probably that fathers are buying whatever the fathers want to buy in the first place, or whatever they're linked to in their childhood or whatever. Which is funny to me because I can't name another like crayon company. Like, there's no other. If I'm going to the store, I'm buying Crayola. Or I'm just saving them up for like the kids' menus at restaurants and just put them all in a Ziploc bag. And I'm like, here you go. Here's a million blue, red, and green crayons and a couple broken yellow ones.
But it's like buying duct tape. I mean, is there different brands of duct tape? You're just like, that's duct tape, I'm going to use it. It's like, know. That's crayons, that's Crayola.
But they make the duct tape with the patterns on it.
It's like a verb, like, I'm going to duct tape this. It's like, oh, yeah, well, you're using duct tape. It's like, I'm going to crayon.
I'm going to crayon the crap.
I'm going to Crayola on this. I don't know. It's crayons.
Well, it's kind of like a Xerox machine. Like, they're copy machines, but people call them Xerox machines.
But there's different makers of...
I've heard people... There's Kyocera.
I'm preaching to the choir.
And there's Brother.
And Nikon. No, Nikon. I'm thinking of cameras. Ricoh, yeah. You mentioned Ricoh. Okay.
There's Nashua Tech.
We're going off topic.
But yeah, people, I mean, I don't get when a company does that. And I guess I guess I read, and I don't have the article in front of me, but James had actually talked to the Crayola people and said, "What's up?"
Well, he was at the toy fair, right?
Yeah. But when he got home, he saw all this stuff and emailed them back basically and said, "Hey, you guys are usually pretty good to dads. What's up with this?" Because I think it was like the Cone PR company.
Yeah,
Coyne.
Coyne.
Coyne. But usually they're an all right PR company for dads, so he wanted to know what was up, so he talked to him. And I guess they had basically said, "Oh, we didn't mean to offend anyone," because that's what everyone always says. But they said, we'll look into it and we'll see what we can do, or something. I don't know. So there was that.
They had some other tweets that kind of ruffled some feathers out there on the internet. It was a Play School tweet that happened.
That was just a couple days ago.
Yeah. What did it say? Something like...
it said Play School had tweeted out on Friday, I think. Is there ever a day when Dad is in charge? Which was weird. Or does Dad ever have a day when he's in charge? So we need to go to Play School.
In charge of, like... It's such stupid...
It really was. It was a
thing.
It was a weird tweet. Now, the day before, everyone in the group, we had a real fun time really going to town on this one. And a lot of dad bloggers went on Twitter and wrote back. A lot of moms wrote back and said, "What do you mean? What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
The first tweet said, "How very 1950s of you." And then Play School replied to it and was like, "Why,
thanks.
What are you up to this weekend?" And everyone's like, "You didn't get it. What are you talking about?"
Glad the war's over.
So
glad the Hitler's dead.
Glad the war's over. Now that Hitler's dead, we can go back to our daily business. But it was so odd and out of place, especially since Play School the day before had put up a graphic on their Facebook saying, we appreciate all our dads out there. It was like a little graphic that said DAD, and it was dedicated something. But it was a really positive dad thing. So then for them to do this the next day was a little weird, and it wasn't the worst offense in the world, I think, as we all agreed on, but it was just so odd and so out of place and so who came up with that idea? My face is about to explode again.
It's not just from dads being outraged; God. It's from everyone.
Everyone really did. Moms and dads really came together on that one.
It was like a WTF moment, but
it was, and it was funny how they tried to solve it. These companies, someone in the group had said it's funny that when companies make a misstep like that, the first thing they do is panic and start writing the worst thing that they could do. They never just say "God, we're sorry. Everyone's entitled to mistakes. Everyone, blah, blah, blah." These guys, got on there and they were like, no, you didn't understand. We meant the kids. Because the kids are always in charge of the house. That's what we meant. They're like, no, that's not what you meant.
Moving on. Let's just talk about how cool we are. 2 new reports finding dads are cool.
That's definitely in our wheelhouse.
You combine reports with cool and you get us.
And dads. And there's a picture of us. Bing! Only because I went and I put the picture in the dictionary.
Yeah.
I went around to all the bookstores. All 2 of them.
2?
I went to that one Borders that's in Fremont, California, and the other one that's in Schenectady, New York.
What is it? Schenectady?
Schenectady.
So what is this article about?
Well, it's by Robert Duffy.
Yeah, Robert Dufay.
So I guess there were 2 different reports on MyFox New York and ABC Chicago that were talking about how cool dads are. I seriously, I can't concentrate.
I don't know. I mean,
scrap all of this footage. It's so stupid.
Just get through it.
It's not good for my career. Any of the careers that I'm trying to get going. Writing, my job, the adult film career I've been trying to sprout. None of that's gonna.
Why did you have to use sprout?
So I don't even know what this article says. It says we're great.
It says we're awesome.
Dads are awesome.
We're cool.
One of those articles that talked to the New York City Dads group, which has been all over the place lately. I'm sick of those guys. Lance Sommerfeld, that other guy. I can see his face, but I can't see him. He had really soft hands. But anyway, this NYC Dads group guys, they're a huge group in New York. So all the media goes to them.
He had really soft hands.
He did. Matt Schneider.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you shook hands with him.
Matt Soft Hands Schneider.
I thought he just... Never mind.
Nope, he's got soft hands.
All right.
Soft touch. Soft touch Schneider is what they call him. It's not what anyone calls him, but they will now.
So you may have just noticed a hard cut right there. We just couldn't get through that article. But check it out. It's a really good read. It has some good videos here with Fox 5 and ABC 7 Chicago, where they talk about how cool we are. Not us, because we are not, but other dads that are out there. But yeah, check it out at the Good Men Project by Robert. So that's it for this week, thank God.
Yeah.
If you have a story that you would like to see make it to our show or our website, and our website, email us at dads@8bitdad.com.
And if you want to like us on Facebook, and we don't blame you if you don't, then you can find us at facebook.com/8bitdad.
And be sure to follow us or not on Twitter at twitter.com/8bitdads.
I'm unfollowing us for sure.
I am too.
So thanks for hanging in with us for this week. I'm Zach Rosenberg.
And I'm Brian Ferguson. For more videos, you can check us out at 8bitdad.com.
We're down. What else is down?
Yep.
Soft touch Schneider is what they call him.